So Jesus asked his disciples, "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" in Matthew 16:13. He asked them in Matthew 16:15, Who do you yourselves say that I am?" How many times do we ask those around us the same questions? Why do we look at others to tell us who we are, who we're supposed to be, who do you want me to be, when we need to be asking God who He says we are? Webster's dictionary defines identity as 1, the distinguishing character or personality of an individual. Hi, my name is Eugenia Dupler, and in 2014, I lost who I was, who I had become, who I thought I was supposed to be to everyone. I lost my dad at the end of February. 5 days after the funeral, we moved my mom to my sister's 3 hours away. Then in May, she won her battle with COPD. With losing them, I lost myself in the process. I would get up and go to work every day with a smile on my face. That smile didn't make it any further. I was lost inside. If anyone asked how I was, I would reply, I'm good. I'm in good hands, and it's not Allstate. I spent a lot of my time outside in my backyard searching and asking God why He was putting so much on me, more than I can handle. I'm not strong enough. In September or October of that year, I ended up in the hospital in Muleshoe with double pneumonia. By the end of the week, they were transferring me to Lubbock Medical ICU. I never realized how sick I was at the time. It wasn't until I had a follow-up appointment with my family doctor that he told me I went where most people don't come back from. Confused, I asked him what he meant. He said I had gone into respiratory arrest. Oh, I was sicker than I thought. A cousin shared some information about GriefShare. I looked into it and signed up for their daily emails. God used those emails to draw me closer to Him, to start telling me who I was. When I would say, I'm not strong enough, God said He makes me strong in Psalms 18:32. God arms me with strength, and He makes my way perfect. When I said I was abandoned or orphaned, God said I was adopted. Ephesians 1:5, God decided in advance to adopt us into His own family by bringing us to Himself through Jesus Christ. This is what He wanted to do, and it gave Him great pleasure. When I said I am broken, God said He makes me whole. Colossians 2:10, so you also are complete through your union with Christ, who is the head over every ruler and authority. When I cried, I'm alone, God said He is always with me. Joshua 1:9, do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. When I felt rejected, God said I am His. Isaiah 43:1, do not fear, I have redeemed you, I have summoned you, you are mine. When I felt hopeless, God said, because of Him, I am hopeful. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. When I said I was a lost cause, God said I was created with purpose. Esther 4:14, perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created. Psalms 147:3, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, curing their pains and their sorrows. God kept whispering to me through those emails to strengthen me, bring me back to Him, and preparing for what was coming next. God showed me in Psalms 139, 13 through 16, that He knew me better than anyone, or than I knew myself. In verse 13, for you have formed my innermost parts, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I will give thanks and praise to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being formed in secret and intricately and skillfully formed, as if embroidered with many colors in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were written the days that were appointed for me, when as yet there were none of them even taking shape. In Deuteronomy 28:13, God told Moses, and the Lord shall make you the head and not the tail. You shall be above only, and you shall not be beneath, if you heed the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day, and are watchful to do them. God saw the divorce coming before I ever did. I was just trying to learn who I am. During that time, I cried to God that I was lost. He said He gives me direction. Isaiah 30:21, wherever you turn, to the right or to the left, your ears will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. When I got worried, anxious, and afraid, God said with Him there is peace. I am peace-filled. John 14:27, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. At that point, I found myself saying, peace, my peace, is worth more than any house, any tangible thing, and I was able to walk out of that courthouse with more peace than I'd had in 19 years of marriage. God is not through showing me who I am in His eyes, and He says I am worth it. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life. God says I am chosen. John 15:16, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and I have appointed and placed and purposely planted you so that you would go and bear fruit and keep on bearing, and that your fruit will remain and be lasting, so that whatever you ask of the Father in my name as my representative, He may give to you. God says I am forgiven. Psalms 103:12. As far as the east is from the west, so far has He removed our transgressions from us. God says I'm special. Ephesians 2:10. For we are His workmanship, His own master work, a work of art, created in Jesus Christ, reborn from above, spiritually transformed, renewed, ready to be used for good works, which God prepared for us beforehand, taking paths which He set, so that we would walk in them, living the good life which He prearranged and made ready for us. God says I'm lovely. Daniel 12:3. Those who are spiritually wise will shine brightly like the brightness of the expanse of heaven, and those who lead many to righteousness will shine like the stars forever and ever. God says I'm beautiful. Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful and appropriate in its time. He has also planted eternity, a sense of divine purpose, in the human heart. a mysterious longing for which nothing under the sun can satisfy except God. Yet man cannot find out, comprehend, or grasp what God has done, his overall plan from the beginning to the end. God says, I'm created. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image and likeness of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. God says, I'm unique. Psalms 139:13. For you formed my innermost parts, you knit me together in my mother's womb. God says, I'm strong. Psalms 18:35. You have also given me the shield of your salvation, and your right hand upholds and sustains me. Your gentleness, your gracious response when I pray makes me great. God says I'm precious. 1 Corinthians 6:20. You were bought with a price. You were actually purchased with the precious blood of Jesus and made his own. So then honor and glorify God with your body. Keep listening as God whispers to you who you are. God will give you a sunrise every morning and a sunset every night. He will never leave you. Just look around and you will see God everywhere. How can you not?
Yeah.